Fix errors, waste, and issues in a couple of clicks. Get alerted whenever you're off track. Sign up at trueclicks.com.
Wix Studio, the platform for agencies and enterprises to manage clients and projects with max efficiency, sharing Wix's SEO tech to help you drive growth.
Hello, you wonderful people. Welcome to Brighton. First of all, it's an honor to be here, and I want to say a huge thanks to Kelvin, Andrea, and all the team that organized this. I'm Emilio, and I work in a very interesting industry in our SEO, iGaming. iGaming, for many of you, as you know, is a very competitive niche, and we have two sides in iGaming. We have the side of the operator, and we have the side of the affiliate, and that's where I am. So, an SEO in the affiliate industry, and what makes that so much competitive? Basically, if you're an affiliate in iGaming, and you are regulated, and you have regulated operators in your website, so everything is white. What you don't have performance. You don't have Google Ads, you don't have Bing Ads, and a lot of the times you don't even have social media ads. So you can understand SEO, we, all the people in this room, we are the medium that bring traffic into the website. Now, stakeholders, CMOs, directors, everyone want fast results. And I remember when I joined this niche, iGaming, as you can imagine, and you probably found out from the title of this speech, this is a question that comes a lot of the times. Backlinks? What are we going to do with the backlinks? What are we going to do with PR? How are we going to acquire the backlinks? There are also a lot of companies that they help you with backlinks. And when I was facing this question, what I always wanted to do was to tell them what happens if we go back to the basics. Because SEO, and if we go back to the beginning of SEO, 1995 we had Alta Vista, 1998 we had in a garage the beginning of the search engine optimization when Google, of course, launched. And back in the days, it was very, very easy. The SEO, and I'm a little bit that old to remember, it was as easy to have a white background on a website and having white words blending on the white background. So we were overstuffing keywords. We could place 500 or 1,000 keywords on a white background. There was no penguin there. There was no panda. Everything was very easy to us. By the way, 800 flowers. Sorry if someone is here. I'm not blaming you for that. And from this old era, the search engines have evolved. And they evolved in a way that now it's more, not complicated, I would say, but it's better for us to sign, because now we can prove what we know, why we know it, and how we can build our correct strategy. So we have the user intent, right? Everyone has listened about it, and the navigational in the affiliates, in the sports book, for example, an example for navigational intent is Bet365 login, for example. So I want to log in there, so I create content to target on this keyword. Informational, for example, is on something that is called evergreen content in our niche, and we're going to analyze it later. For example, what is parlay? So you create the content for this. You have the commercial when someone is going to look who is the best bookmaker to go and play. And of course, we have the transactional where, especially in the sports book niche, it's very important because we can have the team A, the team B, and betting tips, right? So we have the user intent. Of course, we have AI, artificial intelligence, past 3 years, it's everywhere. And we have quality content. the main idea of this talk basically is to focus on user intent and quality content, because especially in the iGaming, there are plenty of other things that I'm sure you have already heard and read. We have programmatic SEO, we have parasite SEO, we even have black hat SEO a lot of times. So, it's a very difficult industry to go and blend with. And we have 3 pillars in general. With me, when I start building a strategy for the company I work with or for a client, what matters the most for me is technical SEO. Because if you don't have a good website and if you don't fix your website, then nothing of all the other things that you're going to try is going to work. But when we try to fix a website and we want to focus on technical SEO, it's not something that we're going to do it by ourselves, especially if you're in a big company, right? If you're not solo and you're working in one website that you can roll up your sleeves and work, you need to work with the developers. And in big companies, it's not just the SEO department. You have the marketing department. You have the content copywriters department. So, as many of you have already experienced, there are delays. You have found the tasks that need to be done. You have used tools, you have crawled your websites, you have audited the websites, but there is some time. So you find what needs to be fixed, and then you focus on the on-page SEO. On-page SEO is something that for many years that they're gonna pass by. Quality content will always be king. This is a phrase that's a little bit controversial. Many will not agree, but content, in my opinion, always will be king. And a motto that I would like to say is that big companies can have many copywriters. However, great companies, and that's something that we as SEOs can fix that, we can create great SEO copywriters. This is a basic thing that in this era, I see a lot of times that it's getting forgotten. Now, if we see the elements of the quality content, of the high quality content, we will see that, first of all, we have the semantic SEO, which means that create content for the meaning, not just for the keywords. We can see the depth and the originality, how original is the content, and how comprehensively, dives into the data. And something that a lot of times I don't see it on the website, and on websites in general. The great structure. There is a structure. There is a rule that we must follow. For example, I've seen websites that they don't even have H1s on the title, or websites that they don't have on the code the title. So we have an H1, we have an image with the alt description and everything. We have the paragraph, we have H2, subheading 2, subheading 3, subheading 4, we have table of contents, we have a structure that needs to be followed when we create an SEO article. And of course, something that started back in the day, you remember voice search, that we were creating content for voice. Then, right now, we create content for feature snippets, right? So you need to have in your strategy how you're going to create content for feature snippets. But personally, my most important of all is something that is called internal links. And when I get the question about backlinks, I say, okay, backlinks. But what about internal linking? Do we have a good strategy for that? Because the power of internal linking is that it helps Google find and understand all the pages of your website. Imagine this. This is an image of the London subway, right? The underground. As you can see, all of the stations are connected. So, if a station was not connected to another, what would be an orphan stage, right? So, an orphan page is a page that doesn't have links from the other pages of the website, even if they are connected, as you see on the left, or a page that's not connected at all. And to find the orphan pages, is very easy by using tools like Screaming Frog or Ahrefs, for example, that you can find which pages are orphan and go and fix them. Now, how you can fix them? It's that easy as creating links on your navigational menu. The nav menu on the top. If you create links on that, then an orphan page stops being an orphan page. And then we have the anchor text strategy. And when we say anchor text strategy, we know that instead of go and do a strategy, for example, to get a specific anchor text as a keyword to acquire backlink, why don't we do that in our own website? If we create anchor text to connect in specific keywords or relevant keywords or related keywords or long-term keywords to create links. Because what I've seen and doesn't work very well is that they link phrases, like 2 lines or 3 lines of phrases. And they said, okay, I link to other. Yeah, but we could optimize it better. Now, when it comes to copywriters, it's very important as an SEO, not just to use the tools, not to use the tools to create the audits and do the reports for the marketing departments and say, okay, we had this growth and we acquired this presence in other websites, right? But you need to train your content creators. And a content brief starts the journey where you can say to your content creator what to write, how to write it, what keywords that are very specifically needed to be on the website. And of course, in my content brief that I will be happy if you reach out to me on my LinkedIn and to share it with you, I have also what the competition is doing. Because a creator is very important to see, a copywriter, what the article that we want to outrank is doing, right? Study on its competitor. It's not only for us. Then a copywriter has to use the content velocity, because when we say content velocity, it's the content that you create in a specific amount of time. The greater the content, the greater the content velocity it is. So we need to make the content more, and we need to take care of the balance between the quality and the quantity, because, as we said before, content is king. Then again, on the whole process, we have the content calendars, something that we can educate the copywriters to have an organized structure, an organized way of working, so we know the next month, the next quarter, the next 6 months, even the next year, what kind of articles and what articles or what pages or what content is going to be published. And when I said evergreen content before, especially in the sportsbook, iGaming affiliate industry and casino basically it's even more important, is the theories. What is parlay, for example? You can create an article on what is parlay or how I can win betting on football. This is a content that is never going to get old, a content that if we optimize it and update it, it's going to rank for many years, I could say. Now, the process to do that is to train your content creators. You can do by group training, and believe me, I tried group training, I tried one-on-one training, but then I created a website, an online academy like the platforms that you see that you can create, and it's very easy, believe me, to create a course that the copywriters can follow and can learn how to write. Of course, meta titles, meta descriptions, you can experiment as much as you want. Please don't ever copy the competitors, and especially meta titles, something that you can test, check results, and then try again. Now, with all of that being said, because that was an intro to a personal story of mine and what I did in the past 12 months in the company that I work, we created over 125,000 internal links. A number that, if you imagine, this is too much, but if you think that it's a media affiliate website with plenty of content, betting tips, analysis, bloggers, news, everything, and you can count 4 to 5 internal links per article. You can get this number in 1 year. And also, this brought us 349% increase in the average position on non-branded keywords, 1,410% increase in organic traffic, 255% increase in organic keywords, and we went from 141 keywords from 1 to 3 position to 1,156 keywords. And above all of that, we had only 2 feature snippets, and we went to 152. So as you can understand, while we were doing that on the on page, at the same time, the developers were working on the tasks. So again, in 12 months, over 275,000 page indexing errors, because if you own a media website, you know we have a lot of pages to work, right? So we can do our job very easily. We completed 615 tasks in the team. We had the core web vitals passed by 100% in all of the pages, and 75% increase on the page performance. Here, I know we have plenty of room to work through because, as I said in the beginning, they don't have only once. So you might wonder now, what about the third pillar? What about off-page? What about the strategy for that? And I can tell you that we worked with the on-page, we worked with the technical, and without any specific strategy for off-page and backlinks, we acquired 72,300 backlinks. So, as you can imagine, and that's some takeaways that I want you to take with you, and I hope they inspire you in your process of working as an SEO, is to work on your technical SEO and fix your website, first of all. In the process, though, train your copywriters. The copywriters are our friends. We are a team. We're working together, especially in SEO, that content is king, and the copywriters are the ones to create it. And after we train our copywriters and we learn them what is quality content, how they're going to make the quality content, what is content velocity, again, basics things. Then we optimize the metas, and after that, we have all the time to work on the off-page strategy, focused with global PR, with collaborations, with connections, because if you ask me, the off-page strategy is not just go and get a backlink from a website. It's something that you need to build connections, you need to have strong PR teams, and if you have all the other pillars already connected, and that's what my experience the past year showed me, then you can go over and beyond. That was it. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoy Brighton this year. I see so many amazing faces, and thank you so much for being here.
Demand sphere. Limitless visual insights from the SERPs. Unlimited dashboards and users. Easy to use and easy to scale your growth to new levels.
Monthly reporting making you want to shove sharp things up your nose? Try Dragon Metrics, the all-in-one SEO software with mind-blowing reporting tools.